This is my review for New Avengers issue number 13, I believe. Yes, issue 13. And of course, this is written by Brian Michael Bendis, and the art is actually split again into present day by Mike Deodato and the 1959 Avengers by Howard Chaykin. So in this issue, Mockingbird's life hangs in the balance, as the New Avengers are going after Superior. And here we have another issue where Mockingbird is still uncertain of whether she's gonna live or die. But yeah. However, we finally get the conclusion to all of this, to both storylines of the present and the 1959 Avengers. And I just have to say that the payoff of having both stories being told, I was hoping for something big. I guess you could call it big, but it just was not great for me. Unless there's more to it, I really don't think it was worth it, and I think we could have done without the 1959 stuff. Unless Brian Michael Bendis plans on revealing something else in future issues, that something else was going on completely. But yeah, right now it just wasn't great. However, I did enjoy the present Avengers stuff, especially because not only does Bendis write these characters really well, Spider-Man, Luke Cage, and all of them, but we also have Mike Deodato's art in this part, and it's just beautiful. And I really love how he draws these characters, especially after they've gone into a fight and their costumes are all torn, and it just looks really nice. And then he has these really beautiful two-plate splashes. This isn't really a spoiler, but it's just beautiful. And yeah, and also we get to see Iron Fist in action after, I don't know how long was the last time we saw him do anything, but here we have a really nice scene with Iron Fist, and yeah, it looks really cool, as they mentioned in here. So yeah, again, the whole story went on for too long. It's been, I don't know how many issues, but it feels forever. It was just stretched too much, and while it did have its great moments, overall just it didn't blow me away. I was hoping for something huge. I was kind of let down by the end, and it just made it feel like the stuff that happened in 1959, that section, really didn't need to be in here. Again, unless Bendis decides to use that later, which he might. But so far, it really didn't do anything for me. And I still don't like Howard Chaykin's art. While it is better in this issue, I have to admit, I still don't like it. Trust me, it's not the worst. This is actually the best that he's been on this series so far. I just still don't like it. And another thing that really bothered me is that this cover is, well, it's not even that nice of a cover. It's just these characters in a white background. But this is a rehash. I believe it's one of the final pages, if not the final pages, but it's definitely a page from a previous issue, and they just plastered it on here for the cover here. Yeah, it's I don't know, that kind of bothered me. But yeah, overall, not a great issue. It was good. It just wasn't great, especially since the payoff for these past, I believe, 6 or something issues just wasn't as big as I was expecting. So I'm giving this 3 out of 5. Take your chance with it. Maybe you'll like it more than I did. So yeah, Thanks for watching, and that's all I have to say about this issue of New Avengers.